Do you ever wonder?
Go on.
That they actually know, like.
You'd think, they weren't here at all in the last hour or two. I think the heat, when I jack up the heat, it must have nested somewhere, I don't know.
We're this one now. We went through a serious amount of topics, right? So we've a few there to cover. The first thing you came up with, right?
Yeah.
Was energy drinks, right? And then we.
We started getting the column.
Well, I like the. I just printed out Wikipedia, and I got my head around. Not around it yet though, but the AI stuff, and it's some of it's interesting and some of it's quite disappointing. Like you ask for jokes, and the jokes aren't all that good.
Yeah.
But for professional work stuff, it's really good. Some of the stuff.
Yeah. Imagine if the machines turn on us with the AI, but the one thing that
they're actually funny.
No, they couldn't get around humour, and then when we tell a joke, it caused the robot to actually blow its brains out. Just the complex math involved. That's the only thing. It cannot be as funny as we are. You know, who can be?
It's challenging then. There's a lot there I could say.
Okay. Talk about energy drinks.
Yeah, the energy drinks thing, right? There was one or two little nuggets I got out of it, right? Obviously, like this is the part I got from the AI. I asked it about energy drinks, and it's whatever it picked up from the internet or whatever data scrapes. It's quite moralistic.
Moralistic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that it doesn't say energy drinks are awesome and you'll feel awesome when you take them or etc. It's they contain ingredients marketed to increase energy and mental performance, right? But energy drinks also have negative effects on health, such as increasing blood pressure, heart rate, anxiety, insomnia, and dehydration.
Yeah.
Right, and they can also interact with some medications and supplements.
But you know the way they say that, but when they say that about everything, it has this warning label, and therefore then you don't know whether something is bad for you or not, or is just this common, everything gives you cancer. You know, I firmly believe energy drinks are bad. Would you not?
They are, yeah. I think they're okay at the start of the day, which really makes no sense, right? But if you get up and you had an energy drink,
like what we're talking, a big can of Monster.
Yeah, but that's very American.
Big.
Yeah, it's very American.
That's what they're all drinking.
Yeah. But before the gym, if you went to the gym in the morning, you took an energy drink. You kind of burn it out, and you burn it out through the day. But it's the people that I just find it odd that people burn the pub for the Red Bull thing or nightclub thing. But the people who consume like 2 or 3 cans of Monster at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock,
and do nothing.
I'm just like they drink it as a refreshment.
I think it's crazy. I remember I used to work in Dublin, hand in hand, lads smoking cigarettes, drinking energy drinks at lunchtime, at break time. Yeah. That stuff, whatever's in it, like it's terrible for your kidneys, and you hear loads of stories about people who were drinking Monster and can no longer drink it anymore because of what it was doing to their intestines or whatever. Yeah, there's absolute fucking jungle juice, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It really is. Like, they're loaded with caffeine and sugar. Yeah, essentially.
I know, and lots of other stuff. Yeah. Taurine, whatever. Yeah. Bull sperm. Remember that was a common one they used to say was in.
Was it?
Red Bull or something.
Oh yeah. This is like the secret ingredient in Coca-Cola. That was it. Like, and there's only 2 people in the world who knew it at any given time. Yeah. And they had to ensure that they never travelled at the same time. And they created a myth around it. Yeah. Yeah. The energy.
But there was cocaine, like some branch of.
Probably
what's
down
cocaine?
in Bolivia.
What? So whatever it was in the original.
Oh, in the original? Okay. Yeah. Oh, like this is before.
Regulations got involved.
Yeah. Precursor to it, like.
Yeah.
The AI then gives out the kind of healthy alternatives like for energy, water, you know, staying hydrated, preventing fatigue. Green tea, right, contains natural caffeine and antioxidants. Yeah. Not a fan? Fan?
Very bland.
Yeah, disappointing. Heard a lot about it. It came in with a big reputation.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's just, you know, thought it was inter-county and then it was a junior
Yes, C. Yeah. But is there something about, you know, the way we drink tea, like you put milk in your tea, don't you?
Milk, kind of gone into a bit of winery, kind of put a bit of honey in it now.
I don't know. Yeah, but you still put milk in, don't you?
I'm going into drinking chai tea.
Chai tea?
Yeah.
No.
That's lovely.
Somebody look into a cup that's just water, coloured water, as in and the tea bag that's in it. You need a bit of
has like cinnamon and stuff in it. It's like a mince pie mixed with a cup of tea all in one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's really nice.
Is
Try
it?
it. Yeah, try it.
Yeah.
I'm slowly converting people.
Yeah, but green tea, so
I'm like a Mormon going around.
Yeah.
Coffee, they say, is actually a natural source of caffeine, can stimulate the central nervous system. Blah blah blah. Smoothies, right? That's another one. You mentioned Monster there, right?
Yeah.
The snippet came up, right, when I actually went on the internet and looked at it. It was formed in 1935 in Southern California.
1935?
Yeah, as
really?
Hansons were they originally known as. And they sold fruit juices. Just regular fruit juices.
Yeah.
But then they were renamed Monster in 2012. And then the Monster took over, so to speak. Because as of 2020, they held 39% of the 86 billion energy drinks market. 39% of 86 billion. Which has to be
30 billion?
Okay.
And somewhere around there, I suppose. Yeah.
They're number 2 in the market.
They're number 2, so yeah, Red Bull have probably half the market nearly, have they?
They must do, yeah.
It's crazy. Should have Formula 1 team and all the other things they have. That is mad. Like, if you look at it that way, right? Like, I firmly believe energy drinks are very bad for you. And for them to have that much of a market means there's a huge population with negative health benefits from.
Is this kind of an argument that's similar to cigarettes versus vaping? Like, who's to say is Coca-Cola good for you? So, like,
no.
Yeah, it's not.
How can it be?
But are people as hard on Coca-Cola as they are on energy drinks?
They're not, but I think energy drinks are worse for you anyway. Well, that's my opinion.
Well, cigarettes versus vaping are very similar.
Well, the jury's out on vaping.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. As in, you think vaping's okay?
No, I don't. I think it's all that oil going into it. Like, what's the most important thing to sustain life? You'd say you go sleep, food, water, and then number 1 is breathing. Air. You gotta get good air into your lungs. You cannot go very long without breathing. And then to be inhaling that directly into your lungs all that time. I think, that's the strange thing with certain people. They could smoke all their lives and they live to 100 and never get lung cancer. And there's people that never do it and then just end up getting it.
Yeah.
So
genetics really, isn't it?
I don't know why.
You do get to a certain point though. At a certain age, you get a wheeze.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's energy drinks. What you just have it? You wanted to bring it up because you just don't like it.
Well, actually, no. I was talking to a lad. People aren't going to talk to me anymore because now that when they talk to me, and I hear something interesting, I'll just bring it up. But in our world famous podcast, but this one person was drinking 4 cans of Monster a day, driving a lorry, and that's what happened. He had a bit of a health scare, and he was told he can't drink energy drinks anymore because of how it was. What was doing to his insides? Like, it was just rotten.
Burning it out, or he wasn't exercising, he wasn't.
Yeah, no, this lad be in good shape, but yeah, whatever it was doing, I suppose there must be a lot of acid in it, or. But whether it was his kidneys or his intestines or whatever it was, his bowels, they were not happy, so he had to give them up. It's crazy. Would you drink much coffee?
I was just going to go through the list there. I said water substitutes: water, green tea, coffee, and smoothies.
Yeah.
So if you had 4 smoothies a day, right?
I don't particularly think smoothies are all that great for you either.
You put protein in them though, and frozen berries, right, and maybe a small bit of fruit juice, like apple juice or orange juice, and then water it up, right?
Yeah, I think one smoothie should do you an entire day. You should drink it slowly throughout the day.
What would you have in a smoothie though?
Well, whatever, like all your fruits and stuff. Can you put vegetables into it? I don't know.
Yeah, you can do.
But like, if you take something at such a high concentration, you'll just piss it out anyway. Yeah. Your body cannot absorb all the nutrients. So what's the point in taking all that in? Taking a little bit throughout the day. I think to do that way, it's probably a good way of doing it. But
and the coffee? How many coffees a day?
I'd have about 3 or 4 a day. 3
or 4.
Yeah, which I think is.
Yeah, I've worked in office environments now. People the upwards of 10 a day. Like.
Yeah.
Can't be good for you.
Oftentimes I drink coffee, I feel worse. It's just a habit.
Something to do. You get to 2 or 3 and that's enough. I mean, can you drink it after, say, 6 or 7 o'clock?
I can drink it after 7. Let's say before 8, and I don't think there's any. I don't it doesn't affect my sleep. Some people can't.
Yeah.
They say coffee is good for your blood pressure and stuff. Yeah, but in moderation too. Tea, I think tea
is okay.
What do you call Irish tea?
Tea.
Well, how can it just be tea? What? So there's tea and then everything else has a name. Green tea?
Yeah.
Chai tea? Yeah?
Yeah. Earl Grey. Tea, and then you have brands of tea. Right? So you have Earl Grey tea.
Yeah.
Or English breakfast tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that tea we're drinking now is just tea.
I guess so. Well, no, I don't know actually. Unless you drink tea, there's generic. Like chamomile is the go-to tea, or it's like, what are you eating, fish? But is it cod or is it?
Yeah.
Is it salmon?
Yeah, you don't just call it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I just always wondered that. But yeah, I think you can drink. I find you can drink a lot of tea and not feel too up or down from it. You know that they say if you drink caffeine, your energy will spike, but then you'll drop lower. Is there a yin and a yang to it? Are you just kind of seesawing rather than we should be better off?
I find if I don't have a coffee in the morning, I'll be asleep.
In the morning?
Yeah, I need a coffee just
first thing.
Just not like straight out of bed, like, no, but you go into the office to do whatever, and then
Is that because your body's used to it?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Is that like a strong cup?
Yeah, you have 2 or 3 shots. 2, maybe 3.
Are you talking instant now or?
No, you
get a coffee machine.
Machine that grinds beans and.
Why am I not surprised? You would have to have the fancy gizmos. What, you 2 or 3 shots of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll wake you up.
That'll wake you up. But you know them energy drinks would have like 3 times that amount.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy the amount of caffeine.
Yeah. You'd be. Well, you see them, and if you ever go to the early morning gyms, I used to do one in Dublin, and you go in, and there'd be a lot of kind of bodybuilder weightlifter types, and they'd all be having their Monster. So it's like they've all bought into the fact that you have to have caffeine before exercise.
Yeah.
Maximize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's nearly trendy. Fergus Hannon. Sorry, I can say Fergus's name because we're friends and he's not going to sue me. But he said he had a Prime. You know the Prime that's out now. Did you ever see Prime on the shelves? There's these influencers called KSI and Logan Paul. They're kind of the brand, the faces behind it. It's their product. But there's an energy drink version of it. And Fergus said he had a can of it or half a can of it. He said he thought he was going to have a heart attack. He said it absolutely blew the head off. Couldn't believe how strong it was. See, they're thinking kids are drinking this stuff. Like,
yeah.
Do you know how certain drugs aren't legal? Like this stuff is, come on. Where's the governing bodies around this stuff? Yeah, that's energy drinks.
That's energy drinks, right?
I wouldn't recommend. I'm not a fan of energy drinks.
The next topic, right, that I have, and this is for the makers of the energy drinks, really, like it's medieval torture devices, right? Because when I went to look it up, it's quite interesting. It kind of read like a who's who of Metal Hammer magazine. Yeah, because you have names like the Rack, Thumbscrew, Brazen Bull, the Judas Cradle, right? Pillory, Crucifixion, the Heretic's Fork. All in very brilliant names, right? It's like a death metal album. The Iron Chair, Strapado.
Nice name. Strapado. Nice chair.
Yeah, come in to the Strapado. The Iron Maiden, right there you are. Hence the.
What was the Iron Maiden? Do you know?
I think that's like the one that stretched people out. You just like you cranked it. No, well, you think it was?
No. I'm just thinking. Okay. My God.
Yeah. Pair of Anguish. Okay, the stake and the coffin. Okay, but I just picked a random 2 or 3 of them for old time's sake. Just everyone kind of remembers the good old days. I remember the good old days. Yeah. And then it's like, remember the times you used to have the old Judas Cradle? And everyone used to head down there and watch the people with the Judas Cradle, which was a torture device used in medieval Europe. It was a thick metal stool with basically a bar stool with a triangle on top, and they used to hold him down and make him sit right at the triangular point for like kind of like an endless point in time until he subsided or went into the victim would be chained and bound in such a way that when they were forced to sit directly on the point, they could not move or get off the point. Eventually, over the course of hours or sometimes days, the muscles would tear. Eventually, the spike seat would pierce the lower organs, causing death. It's good old days.
It would always result in death, would it? Or is this just to try to get information out of them? Or
I wonder what it was like. I wonder was it?
Like how could you do that? Man,
selling energy drinks.
You know what you should have done? Imagine if me or you in that position, and you've been put down in a spike, to pretend like you're enjoying it.
And more.
Oh yeah, oh that feels so good. And then straight away they're like,
Judas Cradle.
Cancel it, take him off. He's clearly enjoying it. This isn't going to work.
Do you know where the device was used? Could you guess?
Where it was used?
Yeah.
How do you mean where it was used?
Just so you can be xenophobic. Where would you have used this device?
In public?
No.
In the open?
What country?
You going to say Israel?
No.
No. Where, Germany?
What would you say? Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Was it
primarily
somewhere
France
xenophobic?
and Germany. And a handful of other countries. But primarily France, Germany.
How do you like...
Who are these people say in medieval times, the good old days, that you'd be sitting down like we are, and someone kind of go, Jesus, you know, like that torture device, like it's had its day, it's run its course.
Yeah,
You know, we need something new.
I'm so tired of that.
We need something new.
Yeah.
And like we need to sell it, so we need to market it right.
Yeah.
Give it a good name.
Let's
give it a good name.
Yeah.
You know, I fancy Judas Cradle.
Oh,
come up with the name first, and then come up with the device.
Straight away at the committee table, they all sit up and go,
Judas Cradle.
Judas Cradle, yeah. Can we see pictures?
It's like someone going in selling a movie.
Yeah.
Giving a tagline to the movie.
Yeah.
The Judas Cradle. And everyone says, great stuff.
Bring in Bobby, we're going to show him what the Judas Cradle can do. Bobby walks in thinking he's coming for a nice meal. Yeah.
He's coming in to do the pitch, ironically.
Bobby, just take off your pants, will you? That's, I'm taking off my pants. I just hop up on top of the pyramid there.
And then years later, they'd be sitting around kind of going, you think that was a good idea. It's old hat now.
Yeah.
So, and then someone else would lean in and kind of go, what about the heretic's fork?
Have you got information on the heretic's fork?
Yeah. It was placed between the breastbone and the underside of the chin. So it was strapped to the throat.
Mind the microphone, please.
There.
We're professional production now. You doing that now is going to...
No, I didn't grab it there.
Okay, I don't want any interference. I want the audio to be absolute...
That was tender, right?
Yeah.
It was strapped to the throat, and the victim was generally bound, chained, or otherwise restrained. Now, if the victim fell asleep and his head dropped, the force would pierce. So basically, it was there to just eat it like that. I'm so tired. I'm taking that off. Okay.
How long could you sustain it? Eventually you'd have to succumb to it.
How can you stay awake?
Jeez. Like, evil, isn't it?
It's kind of just...
It's pure evil. Like, you're there trying to think, how can we just inflict the most amount of torture onto this person?
If you caught that fly now, you'd put him on the heretics. Would you put him on the heretics fork now, or would you put him into the rack?
Imagine if flies gain consciousness and they go, well...
I learned about
wait until you hear about this torture device. It's called a fly swatter. And they're like, what's a fly swatter? Used to get it.
There's someone on the other fly, but like, is it like a Judas Cradle?
No, it's way worse than that. They used to absolutely smush our bodies into whatever object we were sitting on. And all we wanted to do was just bash our heads into things. But it's just, them torturing devices, wow.
They had another one called the Brazen Bull. And it was created during ancient times of Greece. It used to be made of bronze, just to tart it up a bit. So the victim was locked into one compartment in the bull, right, and a large fire was made beneath it. So it was basically like kind of this outdoor oven.
Yeah, keep talking.
And you just roast the victim.
Why did it put inside a bull?
There's probably a symbolism to it or something like that. There's the makers of Red Bull maybe. During ancient times, the Greeks had the bull's head fitted with an elaborate piping that made the victim's screams sound like an angry bull.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's very elaborate.
Now that in terms of all the ones you've named there, that's a bit of a shit one now.
The bull used
out. You know what I call them? Tryhards.
Tryhards. Would you call them a tryhard?
But it's not working right. Like the whole thing with the bull.
Fell away as the Roman Empire fell away, and what left was the Byzantine Empire. They were like, we don't really have much use for this anymore. Yeah.
Don't be smart. Go on.
And then the last one then was the rack.
The rack.
The rack.
Yeah.
Right. That was used in the Tower of London.
Been over there, not smacking the arse.
Yeah, the yeoman warders who worked in the tower used the rack to pull on ropes tied to the victim's wrists and ankles, and it stretched the body and dislocated the joints.
Slowly, cranking and cranking.
Yeah, or else just four lads that just kind of go, you pull. So.
It's crazy. Yeah. How common was it, I wonder? for these torturing
devices.
To be
There
used.
must have been, like, and everyone probably had their own. This is where our town is famous for our area is famous for the guillotine, or France is kind of synonymous with the guillotine.
Is it? Yeah, yeah. But imagine if you're inventing one of these traps and you're going to build it and you're like, God, when are you going to use my trap? Like, you keep using the fucking crucifix mumbo jumbo there, and meanwhile, pyramid up my arse ain't getting used at all. Come on. It's just like what do we have nowadays? The whole water torture. Do you ever think about, like, if you were ever captured in some sort of torture? My God, what would you do?
Well, I suppose the most recent one was waterboarding.
Yeah.
Which has become the last 20 years pretty. It's nearly every movie that has anything to do with Iraq or Afghanistan or whatever that era is. Yeah. There's a waterboarding scene.
Yeah. Where they put like a wet cloth over your mouth or something.
Yeah, and it simulates drowning. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just awful. Yeah. It's awful. It's what a great tone you're after setting here, Cathal.
I know. We started off with the energy drinks and then we went on to the torture devices.
Yeah, what's next, man?
I'll tell you about the next one then is the moon landings.
Hold on now. 1 sec.
Something happened there?
No, I just sort of stopped.
Okay, so the next thing we wanted to talk about was the moon. The moon landings.
Do you know that song?
What's next to the moon?
Talking to the moon. You know that song?
No.
Go on.
Okay.
It's a great song. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you can't. The whole thing with the moon has come back into the news because the Odysseus spacecraft that fell over and landed on the moon was a couple of days ago, but it sent back pictures from the far south, and it's a place that no ship or no.
Oh, the dark
craft.
side of the moon.
Yeah. It was made in Houston, and it was the first ship sent up to the moon by America. So
Manned?
50 years, no, private company. It's the first private one as well. It kind of does, like, and it goes back then to the great era of it. 6 missions, the Apollo missions, landed humans on the moon, beginning with the Apollo 11 in July '69 with Neil Armstrong, the first person to walk on the moon. And then the Apollo 13, which is the famous one with Tom Hanks. Remember that one? Not him now, in it, but Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have phrased that better.
Tom Hanks was on the moon?
Forrest Gump was in the shuttle.
He ran that far?
He was just looking out the window all the time.
Yeah, eating chocolates.
Yeah, I was playing ping pong with the lads trying to fix the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was 9 missions and they all returned safely to Earth.
This was all in the early days.
This is like in the 60s up to 72 was the Apollo 17, was the 11th and final mission of NASA's Apollo program. Yeah, it's fascinating. They kind of, it cost so much, like, to do it.
Were they trying to, like, beat Russia to?
There was a big thing there. They were trying to. There was. It was the landing humans on the moon by the end of '69 required the most sudden burst of technological creativity and the largest commitment of resources. It's 25 billion, which is 176 billion in today's equivalent.
Do you have any idea what it costs to develop the atomic bomb?
I have no idea, actually. I haven't seen.
I wonder what that costs. But the whole moon. What's your opinion? Do you think they landed on the moon?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You do, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. They wouldn't make it. Sure. And there was that was one of the original conspiracy theories, I guess, was it that the flag wasn't fluttering right or
no, it did wave a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, there's no atmosphere on the moon. Then they said there's the thrusters and
something like that. Yeah.
But it is very suspicious. There's a lot of unanswered questions about the moon. Now there's a lot of conspiracy, like real conspiracy stuff. What else have you to say about the moon?
The moon dirt smells. When the 2 lads stepped on the moon the first time, the soil, which was clingy, stuck to their spacesuits. So when they got into the module, the dirt, they had this unusual odour, it said. Maybe the 2 lads were very nervous or whatever. And it described as a mix of wet fireplace ashes and post-fireworks air. But strangely, this smell remained on the moon itself, as scientists couldn't replicate it back on Earth. Yeah.
Would they usually be able to smell any things to replicate? Maybe it's just one that's hard to replicate.
Then there was JFK's secret space tapes, where Kennedy's public commitment to landing a man on the moon was driven by the Cold War rivalry with the Soviet Union. Secret tapes revealed that JFK was less interested in space exploration and more focused on beating the Soviets. Sending a manned mission to the moon became a powerful symbol of US dominance. That's to your point there, but I think that's kind of a known thing, right?
Yeah,
it's not overly.
It's no surprise. But the whole thing with the moon, it's very unusual. the size of the moon and the distances from Earth and to the sun. I don't think there's anywhere else in the universe where you have this perfect lunar eclipse or solar eclipse, whichever you call it, where the moon is actually just perfectly blocks out the sun, almost like there's a halo around it. I don't think that happens anywhere else.
I don't know.
In the known universe. Do you know when didn't they crash some unnecessary part of one of their crafts into the moon to see, they wanted to check the density of the moon, and a way that they figure out how to do it was if they crashed something into it and they knew the density of what they were crashing into it, they could then register the vibration that it creates, and that would give the density of it.
Right.
But when they crashed some part of the spacecraft, whatever spacecraft it was at the time, into the moon, it rang like a bell. Like a hollow bell. And it reverberated for ages and ages, like way longer than they thought. It's some very unusual, like, there's this theory that, like, is the moon hollow? What is what is it made of? There's a thing, some people think it could be artificial. I don't know.
Like a spacecraft.
Yeah, I mean, that's just so, like, far beyond. But it's very, the craters on the moon, I don't know, I'll have to look into it, but all the craters on the moon, do you ever see, they all seem to have this, a shallow depth where it gets through, like, the dust, and then there's, like, a hard,
Yeah.
Almost imagine if, like, a soccer ball, if you just peel off the leather, you're getting to the actual internal, like, ball, like, I don't know.
When in fact it should be go right into it.
Yeah, it's all just organic and true. You think you'd have big, deep crevasses and it'd all be like non-uniform, whereas it almost looks like it gets through the top there and then bangs into something and it just flattens out. I don't know. I think they tried to drill into it as well and they couldn't drill through it. I don't know. It's unusual. So it's very unusual, the moon. You know, some people say the moon does affect behaviour.
Oh, it does.
Especially full moon.
There's a pull on the gravity of the water.
Yeah, exactly, as well, yeah. What are we made of?
They are, and
we're mostly water.
That's the reason, yeah.
I know friends of mine who used to work in care work, like with like handicapped people or whatever, but they said nights of the full moon, they were a little bit more wild. Like lunar is lunatic.
Yeah.
And obviously it stems to
I've heard that before. People
moon behaviour.
Yeah, they kind of got this guy's got a bit.
Yeah, loony.
Yeah, loony. They are.
Yeah.
Loony.
It's all very interesting. It's all that.
Has it ever been fully explored? I mean, there's papers out there on it that say, beware the full moon.
Please, if you look up stuff like that, it gets very, very quacky. And then it's hard to then it's hard to discern between what's kind of, you have to listen. You have to have good discernment for all that stuff. Yeah. Otherwise you just believe it all.
Some really stupid, AI, I tried it, Copilot.
Sorry, hold on a sec. But imagine being an astronaut, leaving the planet, and being out in space, and then landing on another planet, experiencing that, and then flying back. What would that do to your...
As in, do you think you become very arrogant to kind of go...
Not arrogant, but the existential of it.
But do you not think even coming back to the arrogance, kind of go, made a couple of quid on the horses today, right? Or, I went today and I went bowling, right? I had some tournament, right? I played a brilliant hurling match, best match I ever played. Yeah. I was on the moon there last year.
Yeah.
What the fuck, like?
Yeah. For the rest of your life, no matter what anyone tells you, but what story, how much money you want. Sorry, have you been to the moon?
Yeah.
I didn't think so. I was there,
Yeah.
You have no idea. People come back from NAM. You don't know, man. You weren't there.
You weren't there, yeah. Do you think they'd have an existential crisis after it, though? Or...
Cathal, how can that... When they came back from the moon, like Buzz Aldrin and...
Neil Armstrong.
Wasn't Lance. Neil.
No.
They did do a very, 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 weird interview at the press conference where they all seemed very, very, just rattled or something. There was something going on there that was very unusual in how they
the conspiracy theorists again.
Oh yeah, the latch on.
They had a latch on to Buzz Aldrin in particular. I think that he said that one or two odd things happened. Up and going up and coming back. That they weren't allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
And then obviously it stoked all these theories that they might have seen something on the way up or seen a UFO.
Yeah. But in recent years, Buzz Aldrin, I can't.
You can't. He rolled back on it though.
There's. I have to look at it again, but he definitely came out saying some fairly outlandish stuff. I don't know about maybe, I don't know, was it kind of Illuminati kind of directed, or this kind of hidden. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But he has kind of gone that way. I think that would really, really screw your head. You're out on another planet looking back at Earth. You're so far away from home. People feel homesick going to Australia. Imagine being off the planet in a tiny little ship floating through space, totally exposed, a brand new frontier, landing on another planet in a spacesuit, jumping around,
do you think you can get mobile phone reception up there? And then it's like your phone rings when you're up there, and it's your missus is like, she's like, what? Did you put out the green bins? Can't get far enough away.
Yeah. Or the thing where, you hold the phone and just the girl going, ah! Seen a good video of that there the other day. Bit even more. Your man just put out his phone and things going off. Nowhere safe. But it's crazy. Crazy.
That's the moon.
Mad.
Table tennis, Paddy. You have a big thing about table tennis, I believe, do you?
I haven't played table tennis in a long time. Do you play table tennis?
I was looking it up there today. Oh yeah, I used to play it a lot growing up. No, a lot, but when Wimbledon was on and then it started raining, it latched up to table tennis instead.
Yeah.
I think it's like, there was a stat here somewhere saying it's like, it's not on this one, saying it's like the second most participated sport in the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
After what, soccer?
After soccer, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's just so easy and so simple that...
it is so enjoyable.
It's so addictive.
I love table tennis. Don't want to be arrogant, but there's very few people that can give me a good game.
Really?
Well, there's not too many people to play around here.
Do you know when you're playing, you're playing it and it's a game of tennis, and then you see the real guys playing it, and they're literally 20 feet away from the table.
Yeah, they're exceptional players.
Yeah.
Obviously not that, but I'm talking recreational standard.
Okay.
Okay. I can't get good lads to play. Remember, I used to play in college with all the lads in my course, and of course I was the best. But I used to play it, but then I used to go over to UL to play badminton on a Wednesday night or something, and there used to be lads playing table tennis. I used to always say I should go and play and just try and just play against them, and I never did. I just
Paul Newman going in white men can't jump. Just play the first game. You just play complete crap.
Yeah,
we should play for money here.
Yeah, that guy's his paddle is just pure timber. There's a little square piece of timber.
It's a baseball cap on backwards.
Yeah.
It's not really good.
But I was watching them, and they all had a good serve, and they're all very flashy. But when the rallies got going, they didn't have the shots at all, and I was just like, oh, so as long as they're just very flashy with the big. That's just doing big smashes, which I can do too. But it's all about consistency too. But table tennis is such a great sport, and like we were saying before the camera started rolling, you need to be playing some kind of sport. You need to be playing. I know it's not the most manly sport, but it's so enjoyable.
It's
so good.
It's one of the facts here. Professionals hit the ball at amazing speed, right? No shit.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's easy to lose track of the ball when you're watching on TV, to say. But in 1993, players Lisa Lomas and Jackie Bellinger set the fastest record of hitting the ball back and forth across the table. In a mere 60 seconds, they hit the ball 173 times in 60 seconds. Right, so that's 3 hits per second.
3 times a second, yeah. Yeah.
Right. Table tennis, it's an Olympic sport.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Huge in Asia.
Huge in Asia.
Youth in it? You're talking about youth in Asia?
No, huge. No, huge in Asia. I meant to say huge in Asia.
There's a joke around that, huge in Asia.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Something I'm totally against youth in Asia. And why you got against Asian kids? Youth in Asia. But... Did you hear the cats fucking screaming there?
They're laughing at that joke.
I thought I was hearing laughing there for a second. Especially cats going to attack each other.
Whiff Waff was the first name for the sport.
Whiff
Gossamer is the correct name, and then ping pong. But table tennis is the official.
Yeah. Great sport. I think more people playing sports, more of a better place.
Table tennis. So instead of you go into a bar and there's I think there is such things in the States. Oh, I'm sure in Asia. Instead of a pool table, there's table tennis.
Would it be?
Yeah.
In a bar?
Yeah, table tennis.
requires a lot more hand-eye coordination, like, you know, like pool. You just, it's brilliant crack. Yeah. It's so good. Especially when you're playing someone that's you know, that's close game, like, great rallies, getting the ball back and just. I love table tennis. I haven't played the intro. I want a good game of table tennis now.
Who's the one? Is there anyone locally you think is good?
You know who's actually very good?
Go on.
Brother George, very good. He's very awkward.
In what way?
Wherever way he hits the ball, I used to always hate playing him. The one lad, it was my kryptonite. He'd just be awkward. And I just, like, the spins he was putting on the ball. And then, if I started to win, he'd get all tick and stuff. And then, there was a mental thing where I was like, God, I don't want to beat him now because he's going to lose the cool. But I always found George difficult. But, we used to play that with Jerry Kelly's the whole time. Jerry Kelly that's when we first started playing. Jerry made up a homemade table, and we were in his garage out there. We used to play the whole time. We used to go over there. Jerry would never even be there. We would all be out in the shed playing table tennis. Great crack. One of the nuances is trying to find the ball when it leaves the table. If you're in a cluttered room and the ball leaves the table and it goes underneath something,
that's it. Don't forget about it.
Well, it's freaking trying to retrieve it then. It's just a big ordeal. But yeah, I think table tennis should be more widely played. I'm have to kill that fly now. What's the film? Was it Samuel L. Jackson? And he was like, "How with the damn snakes, motherfucking snakes, in this motherfucking plane." Now the fly fell down there, Cathal.
I didn't feel the wave on me.
I just hope
like
it's not on you.
Like a Buddhist monk there.
Here, it's there, look.
How is he there? You can't even see from there. Huh? Alright.
Motherfucker. Gotcha. Sorry, no, I don't like killing things like that, but flies are my exception.
Right. Is he still alive there? You should put him on one of the torture devices there. Just tie him up there onto the Judas.
In my vice here.
Put him on the Judas cradle there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, do you need a good laugh?
Yeah, go on.
These 10 best jokes from the Edinburgh Festival 2023.
You're going to read out 10 of them? You can if you like, and I'll tell you.
There, you tell me what you think of them, right?
What's he off my jumper?
They're only one-liners now.
One sec.
One-liners.
I hope you like what I put on a GA jersey because
the ones you were giving out about the last day.
Yeah, I thought it'd be. Is it ironic? I don't understand. I don't think many people do understand irony. What irony actually means.
What's that?
What, like, when people say something's ironic, it's actually not. What was said was not actually ironic.
You're stupid.
It was just like. Was it a coincidence or? Anyway, sorry.
Okay, some of these are corny enough now, but they're. Anyway, this is from a guy called Olaf Falafel. Getting mythology wrong is my Hercules ankle. Right. From Lelia.
I only laughed at that because I'm so intelligent.
Lelia, well, it's from The Guardian, so there would be a whiff for this, alright, isn't it? Lelia Navabi. I have an unconscious bias. I'm biased firmly towards being unconscious.
Unconscious bias.
I'm biased firmly towards being unconscious. It's more of a wordplay now.
Yeah, too much thought.
Yeah. Cats are like strippers. They sit on your lap and make you think they love you.
Terrible.
That's just factual.
Terrible.
The Liz Gutterbach. The names are more interesting. The UK is so small, they've got to keep all their lakes in one district.
All their lakes?
Yeah.
The UK is so small, they've got to keep all their lakes in one district.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Richard Stott. I have a sun tanning addiction, so I only go on holiday in winter. I went to cold Turkey last year. That's relatively witty.
What?
He went to Turkey when it was cold. He went cold Turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has an addiction. Everyone says that your 20s are all about finding yourself. If that's true, your 30s are about wishing you found somebody else. That's somebody saying that's not a great joke.
That's X Factor or Britain's Got Talent now going, get your ass over here.
Honestly
speaking, a royal variety show.
What does Kylie sing when counting sheep? I can't get you out of my head. These are
these out of? This
is the Edinburgh Comedy Festival.
What, these are the top jokes?
The 10 best jokes.
There's no way. Well, me and you may head over there.
That's from The Guardian. Yeah.
Oh, we found a career. If that is...
Okay, this is actually a decent one. Eric Rushton. There's a lot of shame surrounding sex. After I have sex with someone, they often whisper, "That's a shame."
It's alright. It's not great. How many more have you?
Another witty one. Amos Gill. Last year I had a great joke about inflation, but it's hardly worth it now. There you are.
I'm not even going to...
That's the pros now. They're the pros.
I have one joke.
Go on.
I heard today.
You heard it today? Timely.
Heard it today.
Go for it.
From Paddy, another Paddy Delaney there.
Oh my god.
Paddy Delaney Ashbury, if you ever see this, you know how good I am in that car shop, and I know you appreciate me big time. He says this joke to me. He goes, "Paddy, what do you call Bob the Builder when he's not working?" Yeah. How the fuck did you get that one, you prick? Thanks for ruining it.
I don't know. It's got it right.
I said Bob the Dole. He was on the dole. I know, but your answer was right.
Paddy,
have you any jokes to tell?
I read them out.
But you have any yourself?
No, I don't store them like I used when I was a kid. And then the ones you do or used to store, you'd be like, are they that funny anymore?
Yeah, I never.
You know, the old Paddy Englishman, Paddy Irishman, and then and then the Irishman says something, and then it'll be either sexist or racist in his terms.
Yeah,
you can't really.
Just always.
But
I will tell you one.
Oh.
One. I don't know if did I tell this the first day.
I think Paddy
The Chattel Blinds.
Yeah, them alright.
What's your name?
Colin.
Well, like the cheese. You know cheese, don't you?
I'm suspicious. Continue with the cheese.
Oh, sorry. I was just being cheesy.
You should go up to Edinburgh and tell that show.
Yeah, that's every bit as good. It's a terrible, terrible joke, but it's every bit as good as what you read out there. No?
They were professionals.
They're professionals.
I know.
And they sat down and
I bet you that came from one of them originally.
What one I said?
Yeah.
I've stopped this again. Are we on to another segment now?
Yeah, we're going to another now.
Guys, I hope you're enjoying this so far.
We're trying to find it hard to get good jokes out of it. Paddy, the source place to get an injection.
Sorry, Carl, what did you say there?
The sorest place to get an injection. Have you ever had like an injection and you kind of go, right, why on earth would I? Why? Did you ever get that?
Why
As
what?
in, where's the worst place in the body you've ever received an injection?
Well, I've never really gotten in a bad spot on the body, but I could think of one of the worst places where you could get it.
It's obviously in your. I got an injection before in the roof of the mouth.
In the roof?
Yeah.
For dental, yeah.
Yeah.
Why in the roof?
Because they had to do gum grafts and cut bits out, and then do whatever the root canals or whatever, put screws in.
Yeah.
The first time I got that, now I have to say that was a bit of a shock to the system. I didn't expect.
Yeah, I don't like the needles in the mouth.
Yeah, I don't mind the rest of them. And then the weird thing is that I had to get it done a second time, and then I think I got a third one done in and around. You kind of do get used to it.
Just you overcome sensation.
I don't know what it is. You just get that's happened, right? And you get used to it. So it kind of got me thinking on what's the source injection, and there's a famous injection. It's called the peanut butter shot. Right.
God, you're really kind of making me uneasy now.
Why?
The torture.
A lot of people don't like the discussion about.
I know, I don't mind
injections, right? They inject the recruits in the butt cheeks, man, and the pain hits them like a bolt of electricity. It's one of these ones you get when you go into the Navy, and it's got everything in it. You get it, and it's supposed to be unbelievably notoriously sore.
In the cheek, in the arse.
Yes, cheek, but it's got so much in it, or so much bisulin, I think it's called.
Yeah.
That it's known as the peanut butter shot. It just fucking gets into you straight away and it hurts.
But it's not actually. I thought you were talking about the actual just the sensation of the needle going in.
No, I think it's what comes out with it causes the.
Yeah, I thought when you said the most painful place.
Well, the painful they have it here. Then the most painful place you could get it is in the hand or the sole of the foot. It's supposed to be very exclusive.
Really. I would have thought another place would be very painful, but I can't see it on camera. I think you know. Would you have an idea?
Tip of the nose.
I was going to say the shaft of the penis.
Ah, but you can't say that on camera.
Can't say that. No. I didn't say that either. You misheard that now if you heard that. Yeah, the whole injection thing. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about injections. Don't particularly. In the arm is fine. Don't really mind them. An epidural. How long is the needle for an epidural?
I have no idea.
Isn't it meant to be very, very long?
I don't know. I don't even be suspend my ignorance if I didn't.
Yeah.
I probably could Google it though. But
isn't it true what they say? Labour is always toughest on the man. Just having to wait in the hallway and just to tell what's going on inside that door.
Like the torture.
It's tough on the woman, but
he's to go a couple of hours without a beer.
You know?
No one's going to have a beer and then not being able to go and have the beer.
Yeah. Just downsung heroes. What's next?
Easter eggs. You're going to get some for Easter. It's around the corner. There's a month away. They're on the shelves already. Would you be one of these now? I remember in college I lived with a fella and he went home for Easter and he said, I don't know how or why, but he said he had 8 Easter eggs before lunch.
8?
8.
There's no way.
Yeah, way.
No, Chucky?
No,
Chucky?
No.
8?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Way.
He had 8 Easter eggs before when?
Before his lunch.
What's he doing?
Huh?
How could you ingest that much chocolate?
Maybe they're small Easter eggs, but...
You wouldn't even have 8 Cadbury cream eggs before lunch, or in a day, would you?
It's a challenge. It's like a pie eating contest. Cadbury's Easter egg eating contest.
If you don't feel shit after that, there's actually something wrong with you. No, I don't know what's going on inside your body that doesn't react negatively to that.
Well, probably not a whole lot for a couple of hours anyway.
Imagine what your poo be like. Easter eggs, they're gone up in price, I think. Wasn't there something there saying how there's a cocoa crisis? I love how they do all these things, you wonder. Just to jack up prices. Oh, there's another crisis, guys. The damn cocoa beans have run off. We're going to have to start charging a little extra. But then you can get like 3 eggs for a tenner. I don't know what I think a Cadbury cream egg with the small egg and the 2 Cadbury cream eggs with it is a fairly good package. How about you?
Yeah, I used to be. I remember growing up now. If you got a Yorkie, you'd be delighted. There was something about.
Yeah.
Proper Easter egg.
But just the bar itself, there's meat in that bar.
Yeah, there's something about it. And then
not for girls, by the way.
No.
That was their slogan.
No.
Yeah.
I got to imagine finding some better jokes there now as well. That'd be better than the.
Go on, Cathal. Inject a bit of humour into this. I hope you're enjoying this, guys.
We need some humour. Okay, I used to be into S&M, bestiality and necrophilia until I realised I was beating a dead horse.
Good.
Yeah. A girl walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a double entendre, so he gave it to her.
What is that some music or something? Yeah.
Double entendre. It's like a innuendo.
What? It's innuendo?
It's actually innuendo.
Double entendre?
Yeah.
Heard that in a song before. I can't remember the song. Oh! This is the song I wanted to play, yeah. You know the song? You know it. Probably the biggest Moon song in the last 10 years.
Where have I been?
Good song. Anyway, any more?
I asked my North Korean friend how it was there and he said he couldn't complain.
Good. Kind of racist.
They all laughed when I said I wanted to be a comedian, but they're not laughing now.
Yeah. Come on, a bit better delivery here, lad. You're very flap hand here. Come on. Bit of...
I'm censoring them first to see.
Yeah, but now I want to hear better delivery this time.
They're not great now. A few more comments. Hang on now, see. There was the first 2 were half decent now, let's be honest.
I know, yeah, no. Way better than the fucking Edinburgh.
I have one for you now. A baby seal walks into a club.
Oh, the club today. Anything else? Come on, lads, we're losing. The 30 viewers we have that we've built up, we're going to lose them.
You've got to hand it to blind prostitutes. They know how you feel.
You've got to hand it to blind prostitutes.
They know how you feel.
What? They know how you feel on.
Did you hear the one about the cannibal who dumped his girlfriend?
What?
What's it?
Did you hear about the cannibal that dumped
his girlfriend?
He shot him out.
Two cannibals are reading The Clown and one says, "Does this taste funny to you?"
What? One more. Come on. There's so many great topics we have to talk about.
It's bad. It's actually, that's not funny. Maybe Hitler wouldn't have been so grumpy if people hadn't left him hanging for high fives all the time. My wife accused me of being immature, so I said to her, "Get out of my fort."
I'm at a point now where I'm just getting exhausted by the jokes. You're just wearing me down now. I'm just going to find it funny.
No, I can't say that.
I think of all the podcasts going, we definitely have that slow vibe. Just
we need to either fast forward though.
yeah, it's 1.25. But there's got to be people that want to see this. There has to be. I think there has to be people that want to watch this instead of watching the ones where it's like, joke here, joke there, blah blah blah, say some big laugh, blah blah blah.
But they want the Rodney Dangerfield stuff. Like, you know, I tell you, my wife likes to talk during sex. Last night she called me from the motel. My wife and I were happy for 20 years. Then we met. You know, those,
I hate that one.
Yeah, the one that was.
Why did you marry her then? Stop giving out.
Yeah, anyway, that's it. Next topic, Paddy. You had a few there that you wanted to talk about. I know you were very, very keen to talk about.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Well,
do you still want to know, does Ross Gray need a Cape Crusader?
Oh, yes.
Does it?
I need to up my prep work too.
Go on. Did you have somebody in mind as the Cape Crusader? Or is it just a case that you fancy somebody that you want them to dress up for you?
I mean, there's been a bit of unrest now in Ross Gray. And, you know, you could say what you like about the guards or, you know, what people have come to the town. But, like, you watch the superhero movies, they always, whether you like it or not, whether the people in the movie realises it or not, the superhero is there to improve matters, right? Now, what kind of superhero could we manufacture for Ross Gray? Who, let's say now you wanted to take upon yourself to just be the man in the night that's going to oversee and make sure everything's alright. How would you go about that? But you have to, you know, how do you form an identity around it?
It's a big ask.
Do you want to know what I think?
Please tell us now.
I missed that. So I should talk about this. As far as I got was, well, first of all, they need a reliable car, so they need to be driving around in something like a Toyota. Like a Toyota Avensis. Yeah?
Yeah.
You got Toyota Avensis.
A Yaris.
Or a Yaris. Something Toyota based. Then you have a vehicle then. Sorry now. You have a vehicle that's it blends in with the crowd. Reliable vehicle that blends in. You don't need no big ass Batmobile with the expensive tyres. You're not going to drive down Castle Street and not be noticed.
Everyone's just going to be at you. Like.
People are going to notice you. So you need a car that's inconspicuous. Is that the word?
That's the word.
That is the word. You got to have a cape. Some kind of a cape.
Then you won't be inconspicuous.
No, yeah, when you go to the car, you need to be recognised.
Okay.
When you're in the car and you're en route to the crime, you can't be recognised.
Okay.
Right? So we're talking a red Toyota Yaris.
Right.
Right? You got the cape on, you don't have to wear it in the car, just have it there ready for when you go to the car.
You probably leave it in the glove compartment. Just
yeah, neatly folded.
That's it.
Right? What kind of pants have you on? I think denim jeans. They're hard wearing. I think.
You have to have a tracksuit. What if you chase somebody? You can't chase somebody in jeans.
I was going to say stretchy jeans.
If you wear skinny jeans, like, or maybe the people who wear jeans and they don't wear a belt and it comes down and they can't run.
You know what you need?
They just limp after something.
You need a pair of tracksuit bombs. Remember the ones with the buttons that come up at the side?
Right?
Yeah. That way, if you really have to,
yeah.
you can just whip them off.
And chase it and run.
Because didn't Superman wear underpants?
On the outside.
You know, well, it's time to start showing the underpants that you got within.
Okay.
So you got them too. Nice big, the rip off tracksuit pants and the red underpants underneath. Right.
Okay.
So you got that
there's
going.
a bit of hassle in town, right? And
Let's say, right.
Friday night.
Let's call it a scenario. No, we're going to develop the superhero first, the look, and then we can talk about the scenario.
Okay, so far though, so far we have an incident, and then you have somebody coming down, getting out of the car, whipping off their tracksuit, right? Running around in a pair of white fronts.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, right.
Is that not just like a regular occurrence?
Well, that's great. About 100 superheroes by the sounds of it. Right, you got that. You got the pants. You got that sword. What are you wearing for a top? Are you wearing a black leather jacket?
It depends, no, right? Because if you've been to the gym, you could have this kind of symbolic tattoo even that you
on your body.
Oh
it's exposed.
It's like a Celtic crossman, right? Or right.
He only exposed the cross when things were getting really bad.
Oh, really angry.
Right.
Or it's the LFC.
It's like the next. It's like he's evolving. You don't want to get the chest out.
It's LFC man. Liverpool Football Club. He's a big crest or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But don't bring other names into it now.
It could be.
He's going to be Liverpool Football Club in
Roscrea. If you had a tattoo.
No, it has to be part of his identity.
Okay, so it has to be a very specialist tattoo then.
It has to be a specialist tattoo that he's recognised, like you were saying, like a Celtic cross, but it has to be something that's Roscrea based. This guy can never go to the pool, by the way, because they're going to.
Yeah. Okay. So you'd have to. So this guy takes off, and then it's got a tattoo of Damer House or the Tower.
Tattoo of the Tower, right on his chest, right, because he's all for Roscrea. Right, so he has that. But what has he on? He has to be wearing clothes before he ever. You don't want him to expose the Round Tower. Is that what we call him? The Round Tower?
The Round Tower.
It's called the Round Tower, right?
And you know?
So he has to, maybe you should wear a brown jacket with like that looks like it's stonework.
Okay.
Is that? What do you think?
But when he gets out of the car...
We're going to show, as we're talking, I'm going to, in post, I'm going to slowly form this superhero.
So, but do you want, as soon as he gets out of the car, that he's just got through traffic or has he been went down at the lights down by what the lax used to be, right? Inconspicuously, he's not breaking the lights.
Yeah.
And then he's rolling down to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
And as soon as he opens the door, everyone audible gasps. Oh, it's...
He waits in the car, right?
Yeah.
But the windows are all tinted, so people can't see who's inside.
Okay.
They can't be sure, is it Round Tower Man, or is it just a bike racer going around in his nice fancy red Yaris? You know? What you'd have to do is, you'd have to have a load of people buying red Yarises in town, because they're for this guy, and they don't want him to get noticed. So you'd have about 20 red Yarises patrolling Roscrea.
And keep swapping number plates.
Every night. It's almost like, you know, with the cup trick. You don't know where the ball is. So they're all going around. Now all the robbers, all the bad guys, they're scared shitless of Round Tower Man. Right?
Right.
With his... does he have the brown leather jacket on? Or what jumper has he on or what?
Good question.
Be serious now.
Serious topic.
I think a leather jacket is hard wearing. I get what you're saying about the tracksuit bottoms. It needs to be comfortable.
You need to run.
Yeah. The leather jacket, it's going to provide good protection. If he gets thrown to the ground, it's going to give him good.
Yeah, and then on cold nights as well, it's, if he's on surveillance.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to keep the engine running, he's on surveillance, he needs a bit of warmth.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
We just say leather, so it's probably...
a leather jacket with fur lining.
Okay, like the old B-52 bomber kind of...
Yeah, we're getting a tick there for that one, yeah.
We're not live though.
Huh?
Are we?
No, we're not.
Not
live. We are live.
Are we live?
No.
Right.
We could never go live.
No.
Just in case. Right, so he's got the leather jacket with the fur lining.
Like the old football coaches.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
The Spitfire fighters or whatever.
Oh, okay, more of a bomber type. I get you. Bomber. Okay, I get you now.
Yeah. And a button-up shirt. That way he can rip a exposed the round tower tattoo on his chest.
Would he have under the jacket? We just have
topless.
Could he be like?
But I want the whole thing when he want him to like when he's fighting. That when it gets really bad, then he rips it up and he shows his chest, and they're like, "Oh shit, the tower is out."
So
and the tower is suspiciously penis shaped. It has a bit of a wide head on it, but no one ever comments on it.
Just like nobody says a word about it.
Yeah, they're like.
So he gets out of the car.
Yeah.
He has his brown leather jacket on.
Yeah.
Underneath he has his buttoned up shirt.
Yeah.
So does he before he kind of goes?
No,
he pulls in. Does he kind of slowly parallel park stuff? Just like, hang on a second, I can get this. And
And
then he gets out.
Yeah. He's very.
He zips down his jacket and just folds it and puts it into the back seat there.
Yeah.
And now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that puts the robbers makes it very uneasy because they're like, who is this guy? Like, why is he taking? He's perfectly parking. Like, this woman is in danger, but he's doing that. But that really unsettles him because like, this guy's very capable.
Yeah.
If he's this anal about folding his clothes and getting,
he's ready now. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's all that.
Right. And does he top button? Top button.
Oh yeah, top button. Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Top button, but no tie.
No tie. That way, if he does rip it off, it's the maximum number of buttons are getting flung.
Okay.
And he gets pissed when he has to rip a shirt. All them buttons.
Buy a new one.
Buy a new bloody shirt.
Nobody's paying for him.
Nobody's paying for him. Like, he's self-funded. Now he has to have, what?
He could. Well, we talk about that on. Like, he could probably go for sponsorship. One of the local drapers, maybe.
Yeah.
So have it in the sleeves, sponsored by.
Yeah. Starts doing ads for Doherty Hardware, Doug's Hardware. Just starts holding up, power tools and stuff. But that's way down the line. That's when he starts to lose the run of himself.
He needs to get a manager first and have maybe an existential crisis. So at the moment, then anyway.
But what about the bat? He has to have some kind of what's concealing his face. Just as I said it. What? Think now. What has he to conceal his face?
Well, you said a mask.
We're going to say a mask, but I've got a better one.
A hurling helmet.
A hurling helmet with black tint on it as well.
Perfect.
He got the black tint that he used for tinting the windows of his Yaris. He'll put that on.
Not a micro, because that'd be displaying his vintage. So you want the proper one.
Cooper. I think the micro actually would be a good idea, no?
Like the old square micro, like the big, the wobble head. Like.
Yeah, the real, like, what do you call it, like...
He says he gets out of the car and he's taking off his jacket and he's to hold up the weight for the helmet.
Yeah. Something stupid looking. But
the old micros.
But people respect him all the more for not being, like, trendy.
Fashion conscious.
Yeah. He's just to the point.
Okay.
So he's got the hurling helmet, he's got the brown fur jacket, the buttoned-up shirt with tattoo underneath, the tracksuit bottoms with the red underpants, footwear, Doc Martens,
old school boot runners maybe.
Steel toe cap boots, builder boots that he got from either Douglas's or Doherty's.
Weighty.
Why weighty?
But they would be weighty. So if he's running after someone, he's gone and not worn jeans, so because he can be spring heeled, and now.
But what if he's so fit that as long as he's got his trusty tracksuit pants on? No, let's say, okay, he's wearing the boots, right?
He's wearing the boots.
Yeah, and the guy is just getting away from him. Then he could rip off the pants then as well. You're definitely going to run faster on your underpants than you are with any...
And shin guards.
Shin guards, yes, of course.
Right.
He's got the shin guards underneath. He's got the double ash guards on as well.
Double ash guards. So it's, even if he's still around, he's not Edward Hurley hands.
He's pretty much a real shit looking hurler. And he's got the cup. You gotta wear a cup.
Got a cup.
Shin guards. Ash guards.
So when
I was going to say he's got a bulletproof vest, but he can't because he needs to be able to expose his chest tattoo. You know, when the time comes. I have to reset this now. It's up now shortly, but what are you thinking? Do you think I'm on something here?
Yeah, I do. Thanks. All conditions. It's very urban. It's urban outwear though. You're really like, what happens if there's a crime on the countryside? Does he wear his good boots going across 1 inch bog or something like that?
Do you think he should have a change of footwear?
Surely.
Can't wear wellies. I don't care.
Can't.
What?
Why not? Like,
they're a worse. I have a hatred towards wellies. You just can't run. You can't. It's such an awkward footwear. Maybe have a change of boots. But let's say, right, what happens? There's a crime in town. There's, let's say there's a girl walking home. She's getting mugged. Trying to rob her handbag. You got the 20 yards as parole in the town. Constant base. Guards are constantly stopping the car. They want to know who is this vigilante, pretty much, character that's going around fighting crime. Who hasn't done any training.
Right, and then
he's very sloppy.
the girl screams, and then up. Yes,
we are. Sorry, just making sure.
Yeah, and then up in the sky, there's this big silhouette of the round tower goes up in the sky. From the round tower. From the from the round tower.
Yeah.
Somebody's
put up the light.
Yeah. All the artists to start driving a little bit faster. There's an edge. There's a tension in the town. Palpable tension.
Yeah.
And then it's noticeable then that one Yaris is just a little bit louder than the other because it's got this engine, a secret engine put into it.
Yeah. Instead of having a 1.3 litre engine, this thing is a 1.6.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it doesn't growl into action, it purrs into action. Right?
Purrs.
And then
he has his car immaculately kept and a really good service history.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, which he keeps in the glove compartment.
He keeps in the glove compartment. It's all the NCT, certs, everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Insured for 12 months.
Of course.
Tracked for 12 months.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, he's all that. He's totally legit that way. He's very, very, you know, of the law in that sense.
And does he have any paraphernalia in the car? Is it a fried dice or the air freshener tree?
I think he should have a vibrating dildo to add ultimate insult to when he attacks the robber. Just hit him over the head with a vibrating dildo, and he leaves the dildo at the crime scene.
That's like his call car.
That's his mark.
Because it's the round tower.
It's a round tower shaped vibrating dildo that he leaves.
Right.
Now, he doesn't do anything like X-rated with it. It's just like it's almost like a humiliation factor. So all the robbers are like, God, I don't want to be knocked out with a fucking vibrating round tower dildo beside my head. And he takes pictures and he uploads them online to his Facebook account. And still can't find the guy. Even though he has all this huge following and people are all behind him. You know? Would you not think that would be like a beacon of hope? There is a bit of an unease in town there, like, if they knew that Round Tower Man was patrolling the streets.
Yeah.
And all his amigos.
It's badly needed. 20 Red Yaris just patrolling the town every night and just random dildos been left around.
Everywhere.
Then one or two lads just... What's he doing there? He's just taking off his tracksuit there.
There's no need for him to rip off his pants there.
The lads were looking at him about it. They're wellies. No, they're definitely not wellies.
Yeah.
Where are they?
That tattoo of his definitely looks like a fucking penis.
I think it's a round tower.
Yeah.
Is it?
It has to be. It's the Round Tower man. Come on. And then you know, you'd have the whole dilemma. There'd be a love interest, and he just want to reveal himself. Doesn't want to give up his identity because no one can figure out who this guy is, even though he leaves crumbs everywhere. Constantly buying window tint, constantly buying shirts.
Yeah.
People just are so stupid they can't even figure out who the guy is. It's like the whole Superman thing. Like, I don't take off the glasses and people had no.
And he stands a bit straighter and a bit taller.
People just could not see the likeness.
So is it someone then suspiciously then who wears glasses that they don't really need? Right.
This is the person that actually is Round Tower Man.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't need that because he has the hurdle helmet with the tint on the whole time.
He doesn't need to be okay.
No, he actually has a good. He's bar how reckless he is at. Like, he has the yards parked outside the front house. Like, the fact that people haven't even copped onto that.
20 yards in town, so we wanted 20.
It's impossible to whittle it down. But he'd have to have an arch nemesis too. Probably the taxman. But I go around and call the taxman. He's there. He tried to serve him like a fine.
12 months the whole time.
He's like, you can't be beating up men on the street with a vibrating dildo. Here we go. But let's, maybe the dildo's a bit of a silly thing. Maybe a herd. Gets a herd and smacks across their arse. With stingers. I don't know. I just think if someone wanted to take a bit of initiative and do that, I actually think the plus gain of it would be better than the negative. Like, I just think it's just people need to be more proactive that way. I think Round Tower Man could be a really good. I'll have done it there now. You'll see him there. And I think people are going to be quietly impressed.
Okay.
Yeah. You're impressed, aren't you?
I think.
Good idea.
The sponsors have been queuing up.
Yeah.
Good piece of this. So. That's very impressive.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Do you think that's a good way to finish it?
That's it. How long have we been talking?
2 hours.
Have we?
Yeah.
Have we talked 2 hours?
Oh no, an hour and a half. Not too bad.
We'll do one more topic. Is there what else did we say that? Let's record this once. I want to talk about soccer players. I don't know if we talk about soccer players.
No, but
just
the best thing about the last bit there was not the best because he actually was local.
Yeah.
That's a good idea to do something like that. Like say, what we could do now to give it 10-15 minutes, we could talk about a children's TV show or a cartoon and then do something similar and try to relate it to Ross Gray. So if there was a children's TV show based on Ross Gray, what would you base it on? Or if you had
children's TV show based on Ross Gray.
You just did a superhero based on Ross Gray there. But if you had a children's TV show, like say the Famous Five, could you do something like the Famous Five on Ross Gray? Or could you do something like...
Would it have to be like uniquely Ross Gray?
Well, I think that's what the best things come from when you're rooted into the locality, such as you did there. You did the Kids Crusader for Ross Gray.
But what would be unique about Ross Gray in the programme? What could you have that's like uniquely Ross Gray? Everyone just jeers everyone. The Ross Gray way. That's what they do in Ross Gray.
That's how it is. Like.
Jeer.
Everyone who tries to just cuts the legs off somebody that tries to do anything.
Yeah. Anyone who tries to do well, get ahead. You're going to be brought down 10 pegs.
Rightly so.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of TV show you'd have.
Any Netflix recommendations?
Have you?
House of Ninja. Have you seen it?
House of Ninja, no.
It's good. It's Japanese kind of.
Is it all subtitled?
Yeah, that's that.
Do you know what?
Some people just are just like, no way, it's subtitled. No, for me, can't do it.
It's a tricky one.
I don't know.
I can't get it. I can get into some ones. It'd have to be really, really good. You can't. Do you know? I suppose maybe you can't look away then, which is good.
Yeah.
Often you can just start looking at your phone and miss a bit.
Yeah, like I'm doing it now.
What's it called?
House of Ninja. Or Ninja.
Many seasons?
8 episodes, and I've seen 4. It's very good.
And that's it?
I don't know, actually. I don't know if there's one coming, you see. It's recent.
Sometimes that's the best way. It's just like one season.
Like Mayor of Easttown. Once 8 episodes.
Yeah.
That was it. Done. Finished.
Not seen that either. What one would you recommend?
Mayor of Easttown is very good.
You would and that's on Netflix?
No, it's on Netflix. House of Ninjas.
And you would recommend that?
Yeah, I would.
I'll look up a review about it and I'll see if it would be for me. If I was to recommend one,
go for it.
I'll recommend 2, but I want to say much about them. But Blue Eye Samurai was something I watched. Now that's actually an animation one. Now I'm not big on animation, But I thought that was really, really, really good. Really good story. Funny, clever. And then if I was to recommend kind of a horror, not even a horror, but kind of a thriller horror. Did you ever watch Midnight Mass?
Oh.
It's on Netflix. This guy done a good few of these kind of one season stories. There's like, I think The Fall of the House of Usher. There's the Haunting of Hill Manor or something like that. But he's done a few, but they're all really good.
Right.
But Midnight Mass, I recommend you watching that.
Creepy.
It's creepy, but it's paranormal, but it's so well done. There's a part in that film near the end.
What are the movies are they?
No, it's like it's a
Right.
seasonal thing.
Okay.
But really, I thought that was brilliant. I watched that now. That's probably the only. I'm kind of find it hard to get into things. I'm a bit critical.
Time, yeah.
Time as well.
I find books the same too. You read the first 2 chapters of a book and it's just like shit.
Yeah.
Not into it.
Yeah. But yeah, they're my movie. Do you have any song recommendation? Do you want to leave it on the if you want a good song? Back to the good old days. Remember the first episode we had a song each? Even the second episode I think we had a song. Remember the Christmas songs?
We did Christmas songs before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm not a fan of the Christmas songs now.
Yeah, we're not.
I saw a documentary on Netflix about the making of not the Band-Aid one. The Band-Aid was the Heal the World, Make It a Better Place. Is that
Yeah.
the one? No, that's Michael Jackson. No.
Yeah,
It's,
that's Michael Jackson.
you know, what's the one they did stuff? Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie for the Famine. Jesus Christ. Where's my head gone?
Is this your song recommendation now?
No, but it's on Netflix, and the songs actually wasn't too bad in the end, as it turned out.
Here.
We Are the World, We Are the Children.
No.
Remember that one?
No.
What? And then the making of it then. So there's a documentary about the making of it. Back in the 80s there. This looks like a round tower.
It's a round tower man thing. Do you know what that is? That's a drawing I done.
Huh?
No, it's different than that. Basically, it's half an image. Sort of the camera there. It's half an image. That's the bit I drew. Sorry, no. I may do it this way, Cathal, sorry, so people can see. I drew that section, and then I mirrored it that way.
Oh, okay.
It was all in pencil. Do you know what it says?
Harmony and noise.
Yeah, but see what it says in the
Harmony
drawing?
creates harmonics, rhythm.
Rhythmic, not coincidental. Do you ever have harmony or something?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, conversation failure. Explain it to me though. That's an opening for you to explain. Explain.
Just, did you ever be doing something and you get in the flow of it? Like I was saying before we started recording, if you're just doing something creative, but then once you get into a bit, it just starts to flow. Almost like you're in harmony with it. Everything just starts working out and it just starts flowing. Do you ever find that in life? You're doing something that you're meant to be doing, it becomes easy. It's almost harmonic.
On a more micro level, if you do something, there's muscle memory to it, you can do it almost unconsciously. Now that's just random, real micro level. But that's something like you're hitting a ball against the wall and before you do it.
You're hitting the ball off the wall like you're hurling.
Yeah.
Like it's harmonic.
Yeah, and just kind of ends up having almost a rhythm to it and there's a beat to it.
Yeah.
But not in terms of an artistic venture.
It's interesting that you say that. Like what you're saying there, like if you're hitting a ball off a wall and you get in rhythm with it.
Yeah.
Like that's harmonic, right? So it becomes almost in a way you're doing things there that are like impressive in a way. Like how you're able to it's almost ball comes to you, you're reacting to it as you're doing it. If you were to expand that outside of your visual spectrum, doing things in your life that you're not even almost that you're in harmony with, like you're doing stuff that you're in tune with. Next thing, things just start, flowing inward. And I don't think it's coincidental.
But that's just kind of just muscle memory though. Repeat it. Something you're doing that you've done it so many times that you become good at it.
Yeah.
You see people who do manual work over in Asia, whatever like that, and they're doing the one thing, and they just
Yeah.
Say they're fucking cutting something, and they saw a thing where somebody's cutting paper off a wheel, and its wheel, and he knows exactly that if the strokes go at this rate, that the length of what he's cutting, the length of paper is going to be equal the whole time.
Yeah, but do you ever think sometimes it seems almost like it's almost unfathomable to think how efficient they are at doing things. It's nearly beyond what you thought was possible. Like if you watch a soccer player like Messi or someone, or a good hurler, like they're almost in the right position, weirdly in the right position all the time. The ball just comes to them. Like it's almost beyond. You could nearly say it's just a coincidence, or is it just that they're in such harmony with what they're doing that whatever you're just actually remember I was saying how I didn't say this, like time, they'd say time is linear. Time, one thing happens after another, it's all linear, like a straight line. Like the whole harmony thing and what we think is coincidental, like, is it not just time? It's just not, time isn't linear. It's this thing where it's like it's because you're in harmony with it that's why you're there in the first place. As in, these soccer players just magically seem to be in the right position. They're just in such harmony with it.
But okay,
that's not linear. Time is no longer linear. In a way, it might be so microscopic, but it is a thing. Like, do you ever think that way? Sometimes I do wonder. I'm just like, these are just.
But I think that all the effort and hard work gets to that point. That you can't just be naturally harmonious, right?
Yeah, but hard work does. Yeah, you have to be doing hard work.
You can't be like just not fit like that.
Yeah, that does factor in too. But does that not just increase the harmonics of it? I'm not talking some waffle here, maybe, but I just find it interesting. That's why I've done that drawing. I do these tiny little drawings. That drawing's about half size that remote. About that size.
Can you put it on that?
Done it in like pencil.
On the internet, was it?
Yeah, done pencil. Now that's edited. I put that on the computer and then add colour to it. But every single individual component had to be separated, so that I could colour it. That took a lot of work. That did. I like doing that stuff, doing a spreadsheet. Anyway, that's said. I give myself a plug there. Anything else? That's it. Anything you want to talk about?
Is it possible to mistake schizophrenia for telepathy? I hear you ask. These are more.
Is that a joke?
These are more of these.
Yeah, well, I suppose you've got a great point there. Yeah, if you're talking to yourself, it is telepathic, isn't it?
Yeah. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Blue sky at night, day.
Actually, I'd like to remember that one. That'd be a useful one to say. Catch someone unaware now on a nice red night. Red evening.
I usually meet my girlfriend at 12:59 because I like the 1-to-1 time. They're just.
Would it be insufferable to be with someone that just constantly just had all these little jokes that they kept throwing out the whole time? What? You can do it here though.
Can I do it here?
You can do it here, yeah.
This is a girl. I want to do a show about feminism, but my whole husband wouldn't let me. Money can't buy you happiness. Well, check this out. I bought myself a Happy Meal. A friend of mine told me he's going to a fancy dress party as an Italian island. I said to him, "Don't be Sicily."
Nearly got a chuckle there.
Nearly. He got more of an exasperated gasp. I'm entering the world's tightest hat competition. I just hope I can pull it off.
We should do one of them try not to laugh things. Do you ever see them?
Oh, yeah, but you have to have it. Has to be. watch a video of one of your favourite comedy scenes, like from The Other Guys or one of these ones, and then just not laugh.
I have a green screen there we could put. You could put a big screen in the air, just crop it in, but you could put a green screen where our heads would fit into the...
It's like you used to went up to cousins once up in Sligo. It's back in the day, and the parents used to insist that you go to mass on Sunday. So I think there's how many of us, like six of us maybe, or maybe 5 of us at the time there.
Do you know my siblings? Yeah.
I do, but I don't have to roll there.
Okay, sorry. And sorry, being cheeky.
No, no problem. And but then the cousins, I think there was 3 or 4 of them, and a few sets of parents, like, and we were trundled off to mass all in the one row, and some was in the second row.
Yeah.
And then somebody else let us fart at the most inappropriate time.
Loudly.
And then loudly, right? But loudly.
Respect.
Loudly that maybe 5 or 6 rows could hear it, but not loud enough that like the back of the chapel or whatever we won't hear it.
Yeah.
And then there's just that moment of, like, I suppose it's when the atomic bomb went off, that kind of just pregnant pause for a few seconds. Then
the magnitude of the situation sets in.
And then the grip and laced with fear. It's like you don't want to laugh and get in trouble. The tension and the sweats. Waiting to see who cracks first.
Would your dad have a good sense of humour?
Oh yeah, he had to get up and leave. Like,
I don't know your mum at all. They're good people. They're all good people, Cathal.
Nice. They're let that bit out, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Not going to admit to that. Anyway.
That's it. Did you do well to get snippets out? Do you think it's working? Like, what's working and what's not working? The bit about Cape Crusader. The Cape Crusader work. That's probably my car.
I think it's just a meandering chat, really, isn't it?
It's 2 hours, and how long are you getting to put? You're doing. Is it tough to edit? Like,
no, it's not.
You just say, right, that didn't work out. That didn't work out.
I don't think really cut much of the last one at all. I know the way you were saying we don't have to have it like the first thing we do. It doesn't have to be the first thing we show.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking about that. But what happens is we could say something first thing and then bring it up.
Yeah, I know.
30 minutes in and 40 minutes in. Like now, there's continuity's messed up that way. But I think we need to do it a bit more often. Even for an hour.
Okay.
Once an hour a week, and even if have to
an hour a week.
An hour a week.
Yeah.
You know, one show a week.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll try to get Thursday nights going then.
Yeah, and just do a snappy or something. Because I suppose you kind of find your groove or something. But I think we're actually doing alright.
We're doing fine. Let's maybe. I'm just trying to think now how we can improve it. Because it's not like there's no. I don't imagine there's really. Now, apart from that, now there's people who get a kick out of the Cape Crusader one, right? Because it was local and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just maybe it's just I'm getting older. Like even those jokes there, they weren't funny. Like
they weren't funny at all. That's not your problem. You can read them out. Some people might find it funny.
I remember reading some of them 10 years ago. Like I was working, kind of going, "They're fucking brilliant." And you'd email them around to your mates. Like,
yeah.
Check this out. These are hilarious.